What's up, people? Today I'm doing a different kind of video where I'm just gonna talk and not move. I know it sounds absurd. B-N-M. B-N-M. Anyways, I wanted to talk about the new Minecraft update, the Nether update, right? So, recently in the snapshot, if you are not familiar, they've made a new ore for Minecraft called Netherite. And it's better than Diamond in every single way. And I want to talk about why I think it's an issue. So first, let's get things out of the way. It's not a direct ore. People call it an upgrade, but to me, it's more like a pseudo upgrade. Essentially, you need to get 4 bits of the ore, smelt it, combine that with 4 bits of gold, and you get a like netherite scrap. And you combine that with a tool or a piece of armor made from diamond, and you'll get the netherite version of it. Whilst this is technically, you might call it an upgrade, to me, it's more of an added cost. It's not quite a upgrade, as you're essentially removing all components that are considered diamond. It's even called netherite. It's not like if you enchant a pickaxe, where it just becomes an enchanted pickaxe. It's not a netherite covered diamond pick or something. It's a netherite pickaxe. It's essentially a new tool. Calling an upgrade is really only for its namesake. It takes a little more resources than you would typically use to make a pickaxe, but it's the same, essentially. It's the same as making new gear entirely, isn't it? Actually, it's cheaper when you're upgrading your armor than if you're upgrading your tools, which is weird to think about. But let's continue. So, netherite. Why is it a problem? Again, like I said, it's better than diamond in every single way. And in fact, it includes a unique property that it does not burn in lava. In fact, it floats. As for why this is bad, maybe you've thought of your own reasons, but I'm gonna spell it out to you now. Number 1, it changes the standard of Minecraft, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Diamond has been in the game for not 11 years. The game is barely 11 years. It's 2020, started in 2009. It's technically more like 10 years than a few months. I'm just gonna call it 10 years. It's probably been in the game for a while. I'm not quite sure, I haven't looked it up, but definitely been in there for quite a lot of time. And as for other game-changing updates, it didn't really shake up the core of Minecraft. Diamond is the apex, it's the zenith of your progression, right? It is the final material, it is the god material, and now we have a new god material. If I was going to compare this to anything, I would compare it to One Piece or Dragon Ball. If you're familiar with the concept of power scaling, you can understand where I'm going with this. If you introduce a new standard, being that you can actually one-up the top tier, what happens when we try to one-up netherite? I know this is very similar to a slippery slope argument, but I believe it does have basis, because we never thought that diamond was going to be replaced. Diamond was the apex. Why would you replace diamond? Well, they've replaced diamond. And if they can replace diamond without that cause, well, they can replace netherite without that cause, can't they? And if it's some kind of... What are they trying to accomplish with netherite? I don't see the purpose of it. Now you could say it's just to add content to the game, but again, you can apply that to things past netherite, enderite, or maybe create a new dimension with its own new resource. That's number 1. It creates a new standard that makes me worry about the game. It's kind of a 1-2 thing. It makes a new standard that makes me worry about the game, and it does something needlessly. You can't be careless with game design, especially for a game like Minecraft, and especially when it concerns the heart of the game, if you will. Minecraft is really incredibly symbolic in Minecraft. It represents power, it represents wealth, it represents accomplishment, and now it doesn't represent that anymore. Netherite represents that. moving on to my second or third argument, and depending on how you look at it, it's that it removes some of the utility of diamond. In Minecraft, majority of resources have their own niche. They have their own utilities. Outside of gear, in fact. Even wood and stone, they have their own utilities, but I'm going to focus mainly on the minerals. Iron can be used for more than iron gear. It can be used to create minecarts, rails, buckets, shears. It can be used to create compasses. It can be used to create pistons, plenty of things, right? So that's a utility. That is a use of iron outside of its tools, and that is its niche. Gold, it again, the tools and armor. In fact, tools and armor for gold are usually seen as useless and a waste of resources. The real use of gold comes in powered rails and powerful consumables, such as golden apples, golden carrots, glistening melons. In fact, that's, useful for potion brewing. Redstone. It is a powerful piece of equipment. It allows you to create complex machines. It doesn't have gear, in fact. Each of these have their own utilities. Diamond doesn't have that. You could argue that Diamond has jukeboxes and enchantment tables, but jukeboxes add nothing to the game. They're not a utility. They're an entertainment. It's when you're rich and then you have some CDs lying around and you pop them in the jukebox, right? It's not a utility. So that leaves an enchantment table. But remember when I said there's gear and there's utility? An enchantment table is a cross between. An enchantment table is a pathway to more powerful gear. Diamond is simply how you get powerful items. It is how you progress. It is the key in Minecraft. It gets you obsidian, which allows you to move to the nether, which allows you to get to the end. It is your guiding. It is your throttle. It is the fuel in your engine. Diamond is meant to be the apex. It is meant to be the zenith because that is its niche. That is the niche it occupies. It is the top tier material. It is the god material because it needs to be. It is that necessity. It is the wonder material that you search for because of its powerful properties for gear and gear only. The jukebox, again, like I said, useless. It's only for gear, guys. Think about it, right? The enchantment table. It makes your gear more powerful, your items more powerful. And on top of that, Diamond already gives you powerful items in the first place without enchantments. Lapis has the utility in enchantment. That's all the utility it has. That's why lapis is often seen as a useless mineral. Until they added the fact that lapis was used in enchantment. It had nothing but blue dye and lapis blocks. And then, you have different utility items such as, nether stars for beacons, or hearts of the sea to create, whatever the fuck they're called. So items contain niches, and these resources have very specific niches that they occupy. And Diamond's niche was gear, top tier gear. But then you have netherite. Netherite rolls around, and it becomes the new top tier. It is the new god tier. It is what gets you there. It is the most powerful equipment that you can get so far. And that spells trouble for Diamond. Because now all Diamond has left is the enchanting table, compared to all the other uses of other things. And before you go about saying, you need diamond equipment to get netherite equipment, you need iron equipment to get diamond equipment, you need stone equipment to get iron equipment. The only difference is that you use up the item when you're crafting the new one. It's just a different sacrifice. It's just a different thing. You sacrifice resources. You get the iron. You get the stone. You get wood, stone, iron, diamonds, fuck gold. And then you use diamond to get netherite. Not much of a real utility, is there? For diamond now. What was once the most valuable resource in Minecraft, or at least one of the most valuable, the true most valuable resource in Minecraft is cobblestone, as we all know. seriously. It was the wonder material. It was the Big Daddy. Now it's gone because Netherite dethroned it. It's not me being nostalgic. It's not me saying it's just the way things are. What I'm saying is that it ruins the game balance. Diamond is worthless now unless you give it utility beyond what is in the mechanics. Personally, I would suggest buffing Diamond to a way where it becomes the generic or the kind of all-around versatile wonder material. It's a bit like TF2. In Team Fortress 2, aside from the direct upgrade items that you get, that happens sometimes, right? It was that one axe for Pyro that literally gives you that bonus of damaging a medic and the target, right? Literally no other downside, aside from it looks like shit. When you're playing TF2, you get an item and you make a sacrifice. The Cloak and Dagger for the Spy, right? By default, the Spy has invisibility. He can walk around, whatever. He's invisible, right? Well, for the Cloak and Dagger, your invisibility drains the faster the more you move, but when you are set still, it goes up. So you can stay invisible for the entire duration of the match, but you really have to make that sacrifice. Similarly, if you have the Ambassador, which is... Why do I keep using spy weapons? I guess it's because they're simple and easy to explain, usually. Wonder why that is. But the Ambassador, it's a gun that deals... I think it was less damage or doesn't have critical hits or something like that. Maybe both. But if you're skillful and you aim and you get a headshot, it deals extra damage. It gives you a critical, which is a good mechanic. It shows that utility can be found in different environments, in different areas, in different situations. Netherite could provide fire resistance, but maybe has lower durability or lower protection. Netherite pickaxe, maybe it mines incredibly quickly, but it has reverse fortune, where sometimes you can lose out on an item, or whatever, right? There's plenty of things that you can do to make it more balanced. If you give Diamond the advantage of being the wonder material for your needs, basically the steel of Minecraft, it can be used in pretty much everything. Hell, even in spaceflight they use steels often, stainless steel. My point being is that when you replace Diamond's effectiveness as the god tier material, as the, best resource, you lose out on the utility of Diamond, and Diamond becomes the least useful item in the game. And that's what I consider the issue. It's the utility. It's the loss of utility. Diamond is obsolete now, is what it is. And that's my problem. That really is my problem. And there are ways to make Netherite work. I'm fine with something being better than Diamond in a specific way. Hell, I think a gold pickaxe can be better than a diamond pickaxe in scenarios. It's just way less durability, right? There's plenty of things they could have done, but they did that. And I don't understand why. It seems reasonless to me. I don't know. But that's not an argument, is it? My lack of understanding isn't an argument. But the argument here is it disrupts the game. And it makes a powerful resource obsolete. What they really should have done is make the world deeper. Put diamonds at the bottom. Buff diamonds. Add new resources with their own utilities. Add netherite. But make it situationally better. That's all I want. You don't have to one-up a material. Because when you do that, again, like I said at the beginning, you set a standard that you can one-up and one-up and one-up. That's a slippery slope argument, I know. But when it comes to additions to a game, you know they're going to create additions. And if this is an addition they create and you know they might want to create it later, then it really does make you worry. And that's my problem.